So this is my first video as a nail tech and I'm excited and nervous at the same time. But डर के आगे जीत. Anyways, today's topic is why your nail lifts frequently, or what are the reasons for nail lifting. And if I put it up in a simple manner, why does your nail pop off, or why does it just come out without any efforts? There are a lot of reasons for this, but the reasons can be divided into three parts: the nail tech, the client, and the product. And we'll go through these topics one by one. So the first one should be the nail tech, obviously. The first and the most prominent reason of nail lifting because of the nail tech is bad prep. I know we struggle with it like anything, especially if you're a beginner. I can feel you. Literally, the nail prep step is one of the most important. Whether you are going for gel polish, your acrylic application, polygel, gel, acry gel, anything, you need the best nail prep. So that's it. The prep includes the cuticle removal, the protein removal, removal of the shine of the nail and trimming of the nails, and of course how you apply the tips. Your tips should touch from side wall to side wall. It's very important. If it doesn't touch, or if it is outside the side wall, there's no way that your nail will stay even for 3 days. Okay, yeah, if your client is really cautious about that, there are chances, not for a long term, basically. So that's the first reason. The second most prominent reason for the lifting is bad or no apex placement. I'll be honest, I never knew what apex is. Literally, and it was so upsetting because no one taught me that, what apex is and how important it is. But because I used to watch a lot of videos, a lot of things on Instagram, YouTube and other social medias, I finally came to the point that yes, apex is important. So remember, apex is this part that you see here. The bounce that you see is the apex. I guess I'll make a video for this too, but for right now, just keep it simple. Apex is this part. And the reason why we should have a perfect apex placement is that, for example, your client is continuously doing literally this, whatever she does, but the tips of her nails are touching somewhere. There are chances that the nail is about to lift, but if you have a good apex placement, it can prevent it, because this bounce right here will give a little bit hold on to this thing that she does. Basically, that's why apex is important. And I'm still mad that no one taught me that. It took me a lot of time to figure out what apex is and how it should be done. So it's really important. Do not skip this step. If you keep it flat, there's no way it will last. Again, if your client is cautious, yes, it will last. But if she keeps writing, if she has some work which requires the tips, there is no point to discuss about it. It won't last for a longer period of time. That's it. The third reason is liquid to monomer, liquid to powder ratio that we use during acrylic application. I think this is really important to understand. The bead that you use should have perfect amount of liquid and the powder that you're using. And if you're a beginner, I know you're struggling with this, so I'll make a video on that too. This is my first video. I'll make a lot of videos, so please subscribe to my channel. That's the whole point. Anyways, so yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, the liquid to powder ratio should be really perfect, otherwise there's no point. Even if your application is good, your prep is good, your apex, your everything, but if it's weak because of more liquid, it won't last. The fourth or fourth, I forgot. I guess the fourth. The fourth most prominent reason is the cuticle area application. I know you struggle with it, and the cuticle application is one of the most important point when you're doing any sort of nails, whether it's again gel polish, acrylic, or any other thing. Particularly in acrylic, if we look into that particular concept of this type of nail, if the cuticle application is too thick, the nail will pop off. If the cuticle application, that is the product around the cuticle, is too thin, it'll come out just in a few days. When your product is too thick, your client has this, it's a human tendency, not just one or two clients, it's a human tendency. Your client will keep doing this. What's wrong with my nails? What's wrong? Right? We all will do that. Even if it's thin, she'll try to pick it out. And the second it comes out, there's air. And if there's air, everything that she'll use, that is water, moisture, anything, will go inside the nail and loosen the grip of the apex or anything that you call it. Basically, that's the whole point. And if the product, the most important thing, remember this, if the product is touching the cuticles, there's no way that your acrylic will last. The product should be one hairline away, one hairline away, hair strand away from your cuticles, from her cuticles. Basically, it's, God, why? It's a very much important thing to remember, and beginners struggle with this a lot. But I'll make a video so you won't struggle, because I love you guys. So yeah, cuticle application is really important. So as I said before, there are a lot of reasons if you look into this topic. So you need to make sure that you are complete pro with the basics. If you know the basics, there is no way that your nail can pop off. No way, no way, no way. Anyways, so the next thing is that too much filing can lead to losing the grip that you have created here. It's a controversial topic, but I believe that's true. Too much filing around the cuticles or at the apex or at the tips can lead to lifting. That's it. Another reason is that under cured product. This is also the most prominent among beginners. If you're applying gel polish and it's not it's not cured properly, it can be because, now there are a lot of reasons for that too. The temperature around you is too low for the LED UV lamp to work, or your product is somewhere wrong or somewhere defective or something like that, that it doesn't get cured easily within 60 seconds or 120 seconds. But undercured product can lead to lifting while you're doing gel polish or gel nails or anything like that. So make sure that your product is completely pure, your product is completely cured. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it's okay, just tell your client to put her hands into the UV LED lamp for 2 minutes. It's all right. If I do that, I personally do that, because still I'm applying the gel polish on another hand of my client. I tell her to keep her hand below the lamp for like 2 minutes, and no one even comes to know why. But I do that to make sure that if my product is undercured, I need to make sure that it's perfect. So it's a tip for you guys that you can do this, and it will save you money and time both. So this is the first part. Let's move on to the second part. I've decided to put this video in 3 parts. Like, I'll post this video in 3 parts. The first one being the nail tech, of course. The second one, the client, and then the product. So I won't be posting like the entire video with one shot, because it will be a long video. So let's put it simple. Today the nail tech, tomorrow the client, and day after tomorrow the product. That's it.